No journey is easy. On the way up, on the climb, you doubt yourself. You want to go back to the bottom, and you are not going to find the best version of you at the bottom. We're in October. We have 3 months left before 2025. I'm giving you 30 days. I need you to give yourself 30 days. 30 days to commit, 30 days to become the best version of yourself. I want to see everything in your life elevate from here. All the girls need to tap in today. When I look back, you know what fuels me? What motivates me? My doubts, my fears, my haters. I fuel off of all of those 3 things. And I always have to remember why I need to show up, why I need to stay committed to the course, why I need to prove myself right. Look, other people, they have doubted you, they have counted you out. You are your own best friend. And if you're not your own best friend, you're becoming your own best friend in 30 days, okay? So when you elevate in the next 30 days, what do you think your life is going to look like? Let me paint it for you. It's going to look like a better version of you that believes in herself, that has unshakable confidence, that sees that she can put her body and mind through the mud and still come out on top. Okay? Because you're never going to have a clean path. Nothing moves in your life if your mindset is not prepared for the change. If your mindset is not prepared for the obstacles and the challenges and those mornings you wake up not feeling your best, if your mind is not prepared right now, after this video, I don't care how many times you have to replay this video. This is the starting point of your journey. You're looking to reinvent yourself. You're looking to glow up. You're looking to become the woman of your dreams, not to be like somebody else, but to truly love who you are and what your reality looks like. This video is the one that is going to set you up. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. Today, we start a 30-day challenge on becoming your own dream woman. And I'm taking you through 30 days of knowledge, tips, energy, momentum, motivation. If you are new to my channel, my name is Shanice, and welcome. In 30 days, ladies, I want to see you at your best. I want to see you really following through on your goals, and I'm going to help you with your consistency, your momentum, and your motivation. I also turned 30 in 30 days. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Send this video to another girly that you're rooting for. Okay, starting with day number 1, we are going to be talking about how to level up at any age, how to develop your mind so it is powerful. The most strongest muscle you can train is your mind. And today I'm going to be giving you the life-shifting tips that are going to help you en route in these next 30 days. During your elevating process, don't be surprised with obstacles that arise, with emotions that arise. You're going to have feelings and you're going to need to deal with them and process them. Don't worry, we're going to be covering that every step of the way. With changes comes a little sadness because you have to let go of a few things. You have to change, you have to blossom, and you have to let go of things, places, people that no longer serve you. And that requires you to grieve, to process your emotions, but to become aware of them and not suppress them, because that is how you revert back to your old ways, to the old version of yourself that you're looking to detach from. Tip number 1, ladies, it's so important to start off your journey as you reinvent yourself with self-reflection and self-acceptance. Let's get into it. Reinvention starts with understanding who you are in this current moment. You have to do an analysis, a breakdown, and an honest assessment of who you currently are right now. What has not been serving you? What have you been doing in your day-to-day? A lot of you guys don't know your 24 hours. A lot of you guys don't even know how you spent your week. You can't even tell me what you did last week. You should be able to know what you're doing in your 24 hours like clockwork. You should know beyond what you do for your job, how you service your kids. You need to know what you're doing for yourself. Every day you should at least do 1 to 2 things for yourself that progress you as a human, as a woman looking to evolve further. Right? You want to become your best self. What are you doing daily? Who are you currently right now? Let's assess that woman. Okay, we're going to break her down. Break it down. It could be a woman that is dealing with past traumas, limiting beliefs, a lot of baggage that you're still carrying that we still need to work on. We still need to heal. And during these 30 days, I want to get really intentional and deep with you. We got to really break those off from us. We got to really analyze where we are. And actually, sometimes you can't do this specific part by yourself. Sometimes you need a therapist when you feel like some issues or some baggage in your life is just too much for you to carry. And that is when I would recommend, maybe go and seek a therapist or mentorship. Without an honest assessment, it is hard to know or understand how you move forward. So let's ask ourselves, what areas in our life are we not satisfied with? What areas in our life are we looking to improve? And sometimes that's overall everything, but you need to write it out. What am I holding on to that no longer serves the version of me that I dream to become? What no longer serves you? For me, I knew in 2024, upon starting my YouTube channel, that certain music is not going to serve me anymore. Certain people and energies are not going to serve me anymore. Belittling myself is not going to serve me anymore. Smoking marijuana or any vapes is not going to serve me anymore. Alcohol, I had to keep that to the bare minimum, is not going to serve me anymore. A lot of things that you constantly do don't serve the evolved version that you're looking to become. And if you don't become aware of what you keep going back to or what's in your day-to-day routine that is hindering your life, you're going to be in a cycle, right? And this is where we get really clear, where we need to get really, really clear and intentional. So here's your action step. You need to set aside time to reflect. And this is why journaling is so important. Let me get mine. So this is my journal. I got it at the beginning of the year, and I started, guys, I'm gonna show you a few things. So I started February 9th, 2024, writing in my journal, in this journal, okay? You can see here, okay, February 9th. So I said this year, I decide to build a stronger relationship with God, believe in myself, stand in my confidence, have faith over fear, stop caring what other people think or say, and impact as many lives. And this is what I wrote February 9th. And then I also had 2 Bible verses that just stood out to me. And it's so important for you to just write and reflect and journal as much as you can of your thoughts, of your emotions. And some people like to do it on their phone, and then some people like to do it written. I personally like to write things down. For many years, I've heard about journaling, okay? I would journal, I wouldn't be consistent with it, but I decided as I was tracking my efforts on YouTube, I wanted to write down the process of who I'm becoming as I teach more, as I impact more lives. And so it was important for me to start getting really clear about who I am, and also take the time to reflect often if what I'm doing to move forward is progressing me or regressing me. Because when you're looking to reinvent yourself, there's going to be a push and pull of your old self and your new self, your old life and the new life. So I knew that it wasn't going to be, and it's still not an easy process. I still battle with things daily. We all fight with demons often. And personally for me, that is why I chose to build a relationship with God more intentionally this year and have more faith than fear. And so I knew that I wanted to become a powerful woman. I have written it here. February 11th, and just continuing to write through my book. Now, February 18th is when I hit 500 subscribers. Okay, how amazing is that? But over time of just who I've become, what I've been able to do, not just on YouTube, but in my life, in my reality, I have been able to level up and continue the process of reinventing myself, but really building my confidence, my self-belief, and my wisdom and knowledge so that I can become the better version of myself that I can pour into others. Overall, ladies, just sitting and journaling, just having a moment of peace, whether I know if you're a mom, you can get that many moments by yourself, but whether it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, how much time that you can spend daily in the next 30 days to just sit down, maybe meditate, maybe just sit in a beautiful garden, maybe sit in your backyard, maybe sit on your balcony, sit in your bedroom, and just take some time to reflect, to journal, to practice some meditation. There's also guided meditation here on YouTube. Maybe just talk to God, or if you don't believe in God, the universe. There's always a higher power serving us and here for our greater good. And why not take out the time daily to just sit there for 5 minutes? Listen, if you can sit on your phone for 5 minutes, and yes, I'm giving you attitude. If you can sit on your phone for 5 minutes watching everybody else achieve their goals, okay? You can take 5 minutes out of your day to just sit and reflect on who you want to become, and just write down when you're emotional, write down when you're doubtful, when you're fearful, and pray over it. If you do believe in God, go and find the scripture that is going to help you move forward, because I've had those moments where I had to write down some scriptures because I had doubts. I have fear. We are so similar and so alike. You have no idea. We are so similar. And oftentimes you'll look at somebody as perfect and you have no idea what they are dealing with or battling with to become the better version of themselves. Trial and error is meant to happen and occur, but you never give up on who you could possibly become. So please work on this in the next 30 days. Accept that it's okay to have fear and doubts. But one thing I want to leave you with in tip number 1 is reflection is not meant to be perfect. We are not meant to be perfect. And some of you may see me as, wow, she's perfect. I want to admit to you that I'm not perfect and I'm okay with it. I make mistakes. I'm not the most attractive or the most beautiful or the most knowledgeable. I accept where I am and who I could possibly become for me, and my journey and my storybook is enough for me and my purpose on this earth. Get clear with being and feeling enough for you and being happy with who you're becoming for you to serve the world. You're here to serve outside of yourself, especially when you're feeling good about yourself. So just remember, reinvention is not about perfection. It is about growth. Number 2 is going to be define your why. I need you to define your why. Why are you choosing to reinvent yourself where you currently are? And my why is because I didn't like my reality, or I just knew I could do better. I knew that I was meant for a greater good, and I wanted to find out. You know, sometimes we got to mess around and find out. And I was willing and still willing to go through trial and error to build myself and find myself and take a chance on me. And so I just want you to know you have to define your why. Let's get clear with it. People often give up because they lose sight of the deeper meaning to their purpose. Defining your why is going to add some clarity and motivation, especially during hard, tough times. It's not enough to say that you want to change. There has to be a reason to why you want to change. There has to be a reason to why you want to change. And listen, you have already watched so many Reinvent Yourself Glow Up gurus. Trust me, I continue to watch my favorite girls here on YouTube because they have been at the beginning of my journey and still in the phase as I'm growing and open to learning. There has to be a why. There has to be intention to who you want to become. And define your why. For me, I knew that I wanted to elevate my life because I know that God has better. I want what God has for me. I want you to want what God has for you. I want you to know that we were planted and placed here for a reason. And I used to wake up sometimes wondering what was my purpose? Like, why am I here? Why do I even have to go through hardships sometimes? Why do I feel alone? I could be in the most loving relationship. I could be in relationships. I was in past relationships feeling alone. I've been in friendships feeling alone. I've been in this world feeling alone. And oftentimes I would doubt or ask God, like, why am I even here? Like, what is the reason? Because this ain't it. And there's going to be moments in our life and seasons that challenge our mind to wonder, why are we here? Like, why do we have to go through this? Why do we have to be let down? Why do we have to be hurt? Why do we have to go through dark moments? That is one reason why I wanted to go harder this year to figure out my true purpose. Why am I placed here? What is my calling? And as I work on myself and I share my mind with you, I see it clearly. I get to understand that I am not here for myself. I am not here for selfish reasons. I am here to serve, and so are you. You need to find yourself and find out who you want to become so that you can find your purpose. And when you figure out who you want to become and you're more directed and clear, you're going to be able to find and walk in your purpose and serve others some way or another. Here's the action step. I need you to ask yourself a few of these questions, and don't forget, you need to write them down. Why is this change important to you? Why do you want to reinvent yourself? Why do you want to glow up? I just told you mine. So why do you want to glow up? Why? Of course, you want to become the better version of you, but let's get deep. I want you to take some minutes to sit with yourself and really ponder on that question. Why do you want to change? Because I personally don't want to go back to toxic energy. I don't want to go back to waking up in sadness. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be anxious. I just don't want to be maneuvering through this world unhappy. Now, what's your why? Reflect on this question. What is your life going to look like when you accomplish this? So when you elevate in the next 30 days, what do you think your life is going to look like? Let me paint it for you. It's going to look like a better version of you that believes in herself, that has unshakable confidence, that sees that she can put her body and mind through the mud and still come out on top. Okay? Because you're never going to have a clean path. I want you to write down your answers and revisit them often, regularly, consistently. Maybe it's a morning thing that you have to, reread. It sets the tone to how you start your morning. It's honestly the fuel that will drive you forward. When I look back, you know what fuels me? What motivates me? My doubts, my fears, my haters. I fuel off of all of those three things. And I always have to remember why I need to show up, why I need to stay committed to the course, why I need to prove myself right. I need to prove myself right because, look, other people, they have doubted you, they have counted you out. You are your own best friend. And if you're not your own best friend, you're becoming your own best friend in 30 days, okay? And I need you to get really clear with your why. You're not doing this for other people. You're doing it for you. Number 3, ladies, is going to be break it down into micro steps. Trying to overhaul your life in one massive leap has not been working out for you. Trying to overhaul your life in one massive leap is overwhelming. I remember seeing a comment recently where my girls were motivated, feeling elevated, feeling excited to just work on herself. However, she has so many things that she wants to work on, and you cannot work on everything at once. You cannot have too many things on your plate at once. I'm sorry. You got to start with the protein first, okay? And then work your way around that plate. But you cannot eat the entire plate at once. And that is just like your goals. And this is oftentimes the reason why most people burn out. They get discouraged along their journey. They lose momentum and motivation, and you end up giving up. And let me know, because I know we end up giving up because we get overwhelmed. We get derailed off of our course. And so it's important to have micro steps towards the goal. A lot of you guys are thinking of the end result rather than who you need to become in the process. A lot of people go off to lose a bunch of weight after doing keto diets or maybe like a 75 hard. You didn't change your habits and your mindset in the process. So when you gained your 30 or 50 or 100 pounds after you just lost it and it came back instantly, is because you didn't change in the process. I want you to understand, if you don't change in the process and you are only impatient for the end results, you will always revert back to the old you, because it's not wired in your mind to fit the new version of you. Your new habits don't exist. Your new way of thinking don't exist. You just pushed yourself, but you weren't presently working on the micro habits that are important for that macro goal. It's like buying a house, okay? You paid your down payment for the house, but you haven't exactly figured out how you're going to make those monthly payments forward. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have action steps in place and micro habits that you do absolutely daily. You can't just go and lose 30 pounds and you don't drink water consistently, or you're missing meals, or you think, oh, I'm going to go binge eat bread for a week and then, go back to doing a 75 hard because I'm trying to make up for what I did a week ago. No, you actually need to build a sustainable lifestyle that you genuinely enjoy. And clearly, right now, you don't have a routine or a lifestyle that you enjoy. This is why your reality is where it is, but we're going to change it. So instead, what we need to do is break down the process into smaller action steps, manageable steps that actually builds onto your goals, that macro goal that you're looking to achieve. Becoming the better version of you requires action steps, little action steps. What are you struggling with right now? What have you been struggling? A lot of you guys can say drinking with water or having a morning routine, which we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Here's your action step. Identify the areas of reinvention that you're looking to improve. That could be in your career, in your personality, in your character, in your daily life, in your health, in your relationships. Write everything down. Your spiritual, finances, absolutely everything. Your wardrobe, because that's something I'm working on. I want you to get really clear of what you would like to work on. That doesn't mean we're going to work on them all, but we're going to set goals that add up to the bigger picture. And once you get clear of all of the areas that you want to work on, you want to make micro goals. So for example, when it comes to maintaining my weight, maintaining my shape, maintaining my physique, I know that every single day I have to walk 10,000 steps. I also know that I have to eat 80-20, so 80% whole foods, nutritious foods, and then indulge and balance with some treats. I don't necessarily eat treats every single day, but I do plan the occasion. I don't go off course because I have treats maybe once or twice or 3 times a week. I have a schedule. So it's important for me to meal prep and always eat my whole foods. Once I'm eating my foods, I enjoy what I eat, so I no longer crave the sugar. If you have cravings, that's because you have a lot of bacteria in your body and your gut. And when you constantly keep feeding that bacteria, it only grows. It's just like toxicity. It's just like anything that you're looking to grow. If, like a person, a baby, you keep feeding that baby and the baby keeps growing. For example, it's like a plant. When you water your plant, the plant blossoms. When you stop watering it or you're inconsistent with watering your plant, what happens? The plant starts to look a little malnourished. The plant eventually starts to die. And that is how we die inside, and our goals die as well, because we are not watering our plants and staying consistent to our plants. You need to have micro goals around your big goals. Once you start committing to your small commitments and seeing small wins, I need you to applaud yourself. I need you to clap for yourself, because you drinking water consistently is going to add up to the big picture. You looking for recipes that add to you enjoying your meals, so this becomes a part of your lifestyle forever, is going to add up to the big picture of you finally achieving a sustainable physique that you love, that you know it fluctuates over time, but you know how to bring your body back to where you want it. I can sometimes fluctuate to 180. I can also fluctuate to 125, but I know how to get myself to 180 and I know how to get myself to 125. My resting weight, my attainable shape is 140, and I know how to do just that by maintaining my shape. Everything that you do has to be intentional so it can be a part of your lifestyle, especially the new lifestyle that you're looking to create. Number 4 is going to be overcome mental roadblocks with reframing. Negative self-talk and negative self-doubt are the main reasons why people end up giving up. It's the main reason why you and I kept giving up. Definitely, I can attest to this because when I realized this is when I went harder on YouTube. This is when I knew that I had the power to change my reality based on my self-belief and my self-talk. I had to get up and reframe my mind. I had to wake up one day and be like, no, I'm putting those limits on myself. And the only limits that you have in life are the ones you have set for yourself. Oftentimes we even say, I'm too old, I'm not good enough, it's too late. These are the mental roadblocks that can sabotage your progress. And this is where it ends. Especially in the next 30 days, it's important to become aware of this. And then the minute you feel like this is coming up and you feel like you're doubting yourself, I need you to remember this video, or if you have to come back to this video, come back to this video so I can hype you up and remind you who you are. You have to remember that you are never gonna have a perfect path, okay? We are meant to go through trial and error, but you need to believe and stay the course. You need to try your best to push through, especially on the days you don't want to, okay? There is a reward at the end. I promise you, in 30 days, you are gonna be like, oh my God. And for those who stay true to the course, to 30 days, I want you to come back to this video and be like, girl, thank you. Okay, let me know so I can do more challenges. Here's your action step. I want you to challenge your doubts. I want you to challenge your fear. I want you to think deeply when you become fearful or you're trying to sabotage your progress. I want you to think about and really catch yourself in the moment of why and why it is that this is coming up. What is happening right now in your mood, in your emotions, in your feelings that is causing you to revert back to your old ways of thinking. And oftentimes that's because maybe our parents instilled this fear into us for so long, or you had people around you that were constantly talking you out of your goals, or just showed you that it was impossible for you because it was impossible for them. We're getting rid of those people, or we just don't hang around with them too often. But I really want you to catch yourself. And when you catch yourself, I want you to reframe your mind to be like, no, I got this. What would Shen do? What would Shen do? And if you have any concerns, drop them down below, because of course I will respond, especially in this video. I will be answering any questions. So if you have any questions, drop them down below, because all the girlies, of course, have questions. We are so similar. We all have maybe the same questions, maybe the same concerns. Maybe I asked these same questions years ago to somebody else who helped me along my journey. And so I'm here to help you on your journey as well. Once you've challenged your negative self-talk and your doubts, I want you to replace them with affirmations. I want you to tell yourself that you are worthy, that you are work in progress, that you believe in yourself, and and really reflect on that version that you're looking to become. How would she talk to herself? How does she talk to herself? Especially if you're trying to look and manifest better friends, better opportunities. You need to walk in like you already own the room, like you already got the job, like you already are that millionaire. Like you need to already act like you are that woman. So how does she constantly and consistently talk to herself? Do you think that CEOs and higher up bosses didn't have doubts? They did, but they had to push past them to become the person that they are. To run those $1 million, $1 billion businesses, this is what they had to do in order to get themselves there. No journey is easy. On the way up, on the climb, you doubt yourself. You want to go back to the bottom, and you are not going to find the best version of you at the bottom. So you need to start climbing as if there was a vicious animal at the bottom of that mountain, at the bottom of the climb, at the bottom of the ladder. I need you to act like you have a reason to start climbing. If a dog was chasing you, I need this 30 days to feel like that. I need to get my life together and line it up. Okay, so really challenge those thoughts and really start to believe in yourself, like you already are it. And number 5, ladies, we need to build on our accountability and resilience. Without accountability, it's easy to abandon your efforts when things get tough. Building on your resilience both mentally and emotionally, is the key to pushing through all of your obstacles and your setbacks. Here is your action step. I need you to hold yourself accountable. And how do you hold yourself accountable? You can tell somebody that's really close to you, that maybe is your biggest supporter. For me, I have two amazing supporters, my mom and my partner. I can tell them anything and they always hold me accountable. I think the other day I was trying to post a certain video and my man was like, that is not reflecting who you want to become. The woman of your dreams that you want to become, girl, that video ain't it. So I didn't end up posting the video on Instagram. And so it's important to have people in your life that hold you accountable. And those people also are strong leaders that hold themselves accountable as well. You want to surround yourself with those kind of people. And if you don't have someone like that in your physical life right now, you have me, because we're doing this 30-day challenge together. You also have your girlies in the comments, okay? Say hello to your sisters down below. Type each other up down below in the comments. I want you to say one thing that you're excited about or one thing that you're grateful for down below. Something maybe you're excited about what is going to happen in the next 30 days. I want you to affirm that down below as we work on ourselves in these 30 days. Absolutely every video shall hit the soul into building a routine that you actually enjoy, building a lifestyle that you actually enjoy. You need to hold yourself accountable. Other ways my clients hold themselves accountable is their progress pictures. They're able to put those photos side by side, week by week. They take their progress photos, especially if they're on a journey of weight loss and they want to see their results. Sometimes you can be your own biggest critic, so that's why it's important to have a coach or to really put your progress pictures side by side. There's going to be a lot of ways that you can be accountable, but you also have to look at your efforts. A lot of you guys are watching what other people are doing, not realizing that the reason why you're not where you are is because of lack of accountability within your efforts and your consistency. How do you fix this? You got to look at your efforts. Maybe you have to make a daily checklist and have it laid out in front of you on your fridge, not on your phone. Not on your phone, okay? Like, I'm trying to minimize the phone. So let's do it on the fridge, okay? I want you to write out on this board where you can see it. Maybe your bathroom mirror. Like, did I greet myself good morning? Okay. Did I drink my water? Did I get at least 5,000 steps today? Did I move my body? Did I do something for myself? And I need you, to print it out and have a daily sheet where you can check things off. Check things off, and then weekly have a progress picture that you are able to put side by side. So this is how we are going to start our 30-day challenge. Within these 30 days, I'm going to be going over our morning routine, our night routine, workouts, the importance of just moving your body so you can radiate sexy, irresistible energy. Everything I talk about, all the tips I talk about in the next 30 days is to elevate you, to get you feeling like you are that woman and other people feel it as well, that they are so attracted to you, that you stand out, that people want to know what you are doing. People want to know who you are. People want to stop and ask you, like, there's something special about you. When you walk into a room, you never have to explain yourself. I never have to explain myself. I will be walking and people are just like, wow. And that is the goal for you, okay? Even though I personally am an introvert, I know that my energy speaks volumes when I'm outside without opening my mouth. You can see the woman takes care of herself. She's confident. She's really self-assured. She's confident with herself. I need you to be confident with yourself. Everything you touch multiplies. Everything you touch turns to the rarest gold, the diamonds, everything. It's just hydrated. It's just glowing. And that is the goal. If you are en route on this journey, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed day 1. I'll see you guys in day 2. Bye, ladies. Ladies, I also just wanted to mention, If you want other people to take you seriously, to treat you like you're the best thing on earth and prioritize you, you need to prioritize yourself and commit to your own commitments. We're so butthurt when other people don't commit to us or when they let us down. I need you to start holding yourself accountable to the same feeling, because you would hold those people accountable as well. I have done it in the past, and I realized that when I truly take care of myself and prioritize my needs and become the better version of myself, I don't allow people to treat me less than how I treat myself. Okay? And you keep giving up. You keep doubting yourself. You keep repeating the cycle. And if you think that your life is going to become better if you keep repeating the cycle, it's not. And it hasn't been. So finally commit to these 30 days and hold yourself accountable. Every time you want to give up, I need you to really reflect on all the questions that we asked ourselves today. My loves, run with that energy. Have an amazing start to our challenge. That song is my new song, my new jam currently. So let's run with it into our day. I love you guys so much.